Oh, here's some advice. You want goats? Don't. I'm kind of kidding. But you do need a prison fence to keep them in. Man. So I would like to move in approximately 3 cords, if possible. First things first, I want to get up on the roof, inspect the chimney, and also take the pipe off from the stove in the basement and inspect down there, and hopefully I can see everything enough, you know, to make sure there's no damage to the chimney. And then at that point, we'll finish cleaning out the stove, clean the stove pipe, clean the chimney, we'll brush that out, and then we'll put our wood in the basement. I want to do all that before we move any wood, just because if there is an issue, then you moved all that wood in just to move it back out. So I was going to try and climb up the chimney and up the roof, and I got the GoPro up there and a mirror, and all of a sudden a swarm came out right there. There's a big yellow jacket's nest. I don't know if the camera's picking them up swarming or not, sort of. They're not really swarming now. We sprayed a lot of them, but they definitely were not happy. So I'm gonna have to go elsewhere, and I need to take care of them. We got some cracking up here for sure. They kind of running out of sunlight, but we do have some. So there is like no creosote, hardly at all. Thin layer. And a lot of the reasoning behind that is basically because this is an interior chimney, it's not an exterior, and that makes a huge difference. But we're gonna run the brush down anyhow. Well, this brush fits very tight, and I don't really care for that all that much, so I am going to switch brushes a little bit smaller. And well, that's done, and really, there was hardly anything in it. Thin film, that's it. Now we'll go clean the pipes inside. Those I know have a little bit more, but we'll bring them outside here, clean them. Finish shoveling out the ashes in the wood stove. I know, we waited way too long to do it. And then we can begin the fun part, bringing in the wood. So I need to take apart these pipes and finish cleaning out the ashes in there. This is full, but I think what I'm gonna do instead is we're gonna get the wood in here. Because it is getting dark, it's gonna take a while to get the wood all in here and get it stacked up however I need to do it and want it. So I need to do that before anything, and then we can do the pipes later because, like I said, everything else we can do in here. I'm losing daylight fast. I feel like I'm always fighting daylight. Constant struggle. Well, I'm losing daylight very fast. Pretty much have a full load. We took the whole first row, pretty much half of the second row, and we're gonna take this over and unload it. I seem to have run out of daylight. Well, that's better. So not only do we have a bee's nest out back, I got stung last night while I was putting wood in the basement, and I wasn't sure why, and then there was like 5 bees in the basement going after the light. Well, I found out why. Right in front of that log, they're going in the seam. Right there just went one. And there goes another one. There comes out one. There goes in another one. So, solution, there's 2 nests now on our house. I hate bees. You know, Honeybees are one thing, but yellow jackets, can't stand them. So anyway, the solution is, I didn't see any activity back here with bees or anything. So I'm gonna have to go in this window, and I'll have to move a bunch of stuff out of the way down there, and we'll slide in this window and then carry them across, and it's a pain in the butt, but I don't really want stung. I've already been stung twice this year, and I don't need it. But this is what I've got stacked so far. Start of the first stack of a cord. I want to try and get 3 cords in here. I can't stack 3 cords all the way because obviously that would be 12 foot wide, and that's going to put us right here along the chimney. So I'll probably have to stack over there. But I was sliding in that window, and now we have to come over to this window. A lot less wood's going to come down here. It was definitely closer from that window. But I guess you got to make do. Slowly but surely, getting there. This is where I'm at so far. 1 full cord in the basement. That's a lot of wood. But everything I read online said you'll probably go through average 2 to 3 cords in a winter. But this looks like a lot of wood. But I think what I'm gonna do is we have a ton more wood out there. So I think I'm gonna try and, I would like to have 3 cord in the basement. Then I know I don't have to continually load and throw in, you know, the window and have to deal with that during the snow and the winter and cold. So we got 1 cord done. We're still kind of far away from the wood stove. Maybe by 7 feet here, I don't know. I'm thinking I'll probably do 1 more row here and then 2 over here. If I can squeeze 2 more rows in, I will, but then we're getting a little bit close. And either way, I think 1 row here for sure. I can get 2 in here. That'll make up another cord, and then we'll have to go over here and put another row in there. And this is where we're at, coming in this window now instead of that window. And this works actually pretty well. I don't have to worry about the oil line and stuff over there, so I think this is probably the window we'll use. But either way, we still have a ton of wood here yet, and this is only the first stack. We didn't even start working on the second stack that I was gonna pull from, so we may have a lot more wood than I was anticipating, which is totally fine. That is fine by me. I wanna have, you know, enough wood to last winter. I wanna be prepared. We're getting closer. 1 piece of firewood at a time. If you missed last week's episode of Firewood Fridays, be sure to check that out. We obviously got a lot further than what you've seen on camera, and it took 2 of us to do it efficiently. And we boogered up, or I boogered up the splitter here a little bit, just trying to do them really big pieces. So that kind of sucks. It still works fine. It didn't really hinder how this works, but the rails are just bent. So that's kind of what we're left with. I got it to where, well, Dad helped me, so we got it to where it's manageable for me to, you know, put it up on the splitter by myself, and I don't need the excavator to sit here. So check that out. I'm done. That took a very long time. You think about it, that is a lot of wood. 3 cord is what we ended up moving in, and that's a lot compared to what we moved in last year. Yeah, that's a lot. I still do have to finish cleaning the stove, clean the pipes out. We already cleaned the chimney, so that's done, but I do need to clean the pipes. There is some film in there, you can't really see it. This one, I think you can. If I put it in the light, yeah, you can kind of see it up in there. But again, not bad. So basically 3 rows is a cord. So we got 1, 2, 3. There's a cord. 1, 2, 3. There's another cord. And then we got 1 row there and 2 rows over here. So now I get the joy of cleaning and sweeping all the bark and the loose stuff up. But there was no sense in doing it until we had all the wood in here. So now we're actually prepared for once. And I basically should not have to move any wood in over winter. And that's what's gonna be nice, because last year we had to do that like probably 4 times, maybe more than that, I don't know. And the wood really wasn't the best quality. Now it's dry wood, it's good wood to burn. It should be a much better, well-prepared winter. So that is where we're at. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Firewood Fridays. It was a good one. A lot accomplished. Took a while, but we should be good for winter. Next week they want it dropping in like lows 40s, highs maybe I think 50s, maybe low 60s, so it's coming quick. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Be sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.